I love flowers. They are beautiful. So Elia, does your husband bring you flowers?
Never.
You don't bring me flowers.
but
Do you write him love songs?
But many boys bring me flowers.
Really?
Before.
Oh, before.
Yeah.
Did I ever bring you flowers?
No.
Okay, all right. I didn't think I did. But you've always been a good friend. Okay, the lights are on now. You can see the Canton Tower all lit up. So after that meal, I've just got to get up and walk. And since the rain has stopped, I know if I go the other way, I cross a bridge into no man's land. And I remember before that there's Guangzhou, in all of China, prostitution is very, it's not like you see hookers out on the street like you do in parts of the USA. But at the show that I went to, the trade show there, I'm leaving, and each day there were people there handing out, like if you go to Las Vegas, it's one of the things I don't like about Las Vegas is you walk the strip and you see these postcards littered on the sidewalk because they have people handing them out to tourists, like Jenny, you know, call me, and with her phone number, and there's a picture of some girl in provocative clothes, and you know, I'm eager, I like it Greek style or something like that. So it's not that blatant here is what I'm saying, but it's probably more prevalent, even though it's not blatant. It's a part of their culture. When I was with Ting Ting and we had a conversation about this, and she told me it's quite normal for men who don't have girlfriends or wives to go to prostitutes. And I was like, so you wouldn't mind? He's like, well, if it's my boyfriend I'd mind, but not if you know, as a friend. Hey, to each their own. I'm not going to judge it. Not my country. But the reason I was saying that is because I remember one of these buildings around here is a quote-unquote sauna, bathhouse, whorehouse. Oh, am I going to make it? I'm going to make it. Barely. Because I remember they had people. That's why I video things, because you know, I remember things, like some of the stupid things. Like I remember I bought like peanuts at that Family Mart, or nuts. But I don't remember which hotel I stayed at over here. It was a horrible, horrible hotel. I'll probably go look for it just for shits and giggles. Because I remember it was just, I was there and I was like, I gotta get out of here. That's it right there, 128 yuan. The Baiyun Hotel. 68, I think, for 3 hours. Awful, awful place. I mean, I guess that's not being fair. Yeah, 128. 128, 228. I mean, I would stay there again if I had to. But the place I'm in is, you know, so-so, and it's an upgrade over that place. I'm looking for that home inn that was online. See, I used booking.com to book a hotel, and it was completely wrong. The map brought me here, and actually I was looking for this area. So in booking.com they have a mapping feature, which I like. You call up a map of an area, and you can look at all the available hotels in that area. And they had, I don't know what that is. Probably a restaurant. I don't know though. Maybe parking. So I ended up walking around looking for another bank, and I found that hotel because it said 198 out front, and I said, you know what? Screw it. At this point, cut your losses, get off the street, get settled, and then, you know, you can rally, organize, and make a new plan. And that's what I did. So I got into the hotel, and then I contacted Schwab, and this is what was disappointing. So I contacted this guy in Indianapolis, and it was the night crew because it was noontime here, so that means it was midnight in Indianapolis, or 11 o'clock at night. And I said to the guy, hey, my card's been rejected 4 times. What's going on? Is there a problem? And the guy came back to me saying, no, everything, we see that your card was approved, but that the transaction was canceled by the bank, and so that probably means the ATMs were out of money. And I said, oh, okay, well that might make sense because it's a holiday here, maybe everybody got their money out. Now the home inn is usually like that 7-day inn. See, 139, what the heck's that all about? Maybe that's different from online. I'll go in and take a look. If they say it's 139, I'll be disappointed in myself. I can't imagine it is. 你好。
你好，没有法国的生。
没有。OK。明天？
明天？明天有没有？明天有。
有没有？
有。
哦，多少钱？
单人间。
明天？
单人间339。
330。Oh, okay. All right. 明天见。All right. So it's out tonight. See, it's $339. I think their price must have gone up because I don't remember it being that high. So the guy in Indianapolis says, yeah, your card's fine, sir. I just checked with the banking group. That usually indicates that the ATM is out of money. So I went back to the Bank of Agriculture Bank, and I saw these guys taking money out of the ATM. So I went up to the ATM and I used it, and they had a manager in the lobby. I said, hey, is this ATM have money? He goes, yeah, and he walked me over. I put my card in, and the same thing happened. Card was rejected. So I went to the show, was rejected by 2 banks at the show at the ATMs in the lobby, and I found a Bank of China kiosk, and that took it. Gave me 2,500 RMB, about 380 bucks worth of money, which will hold you over very nicely here. 7-Eleven. The 7-Elevens in Japan are awesome. Clean, good selection. China, not so much. Korea, they're awful. So this morning I got an email with a voice message from Charles Schwab saying you need to contact us. There's a fraud alert on your ATM card. And I'm like, are you kidding me? After I called and asked about it, you're telling me there's a fraud alert? I really don't want anything. It's just nice and cool in here. I think God or my mother or somebody must have stepped in, because I went onto this VPN site and they had a couple tricks to try, and I tried one and it gave me a connection for literally about 5 minutes, but it gave me enough time. In fact, it died just as I was hanging up with this dude. So this place was 380 something. Sambai Sanai. Sambai Bashir San, I think she said. So 383. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired. a little cranky. Okay, I saw that, the Long John International Apartment. That was not very expensive if I remember correctly. So, yeah, see, those fruit places are popping up more frequently now. They think that fruit, well, I'm not going to get into that, but fruit, you know, a lot of sugar in fruit. Granted, it's better than Coca-Cola sugar, but it's better than those bread products there. Yeah, this is not what I would say is a nice area. Many parts of China, you know, you walk around areas like this and they're very nice. This is not even that old, but it feels grimy, you know. But there's a lot of stuff to do here if you know you live here. You can eat, you can shop, you can get around easily. The subway's right here. You know, the amount of times that I shop at places like this, I mean, I'm not a woman, but they must. I go to a clothing store, I want to say once a year. Sometimes no times a year. Actually, the only time I do, now this I don't remember seeing it at all. Life Hotel. Wow, this looks very nice. I'll check on this. When I go on a trip and I need something for a trip, that's when I shop. Oh yeah. Hi. Yeah. So it looks like 119. 337 is the smallest. Either all these LEDs are dead in the trees, because I remember at one point these were working, or they just decided they didn't want to spend the money. It's a camera. So you have all restaurants here. Now this type of restaurant, this would be less expensive than the one I went in. The ones in the hotels are typically more money. See these dishes? I don't know if they have the prices on the picture. Yeah, they don't have the price on the picture, but they're typically, yeah, they're typically less expensive. And one of the things I'm looking for is I wanted to get my sister I saw this box. This looks like a hotel. Ni hao, 这个是酒店吗？哦，多少钱？
没有房了。
哦，明天？
没有房了。
明天没有？
没有了。
如果有房间，多少钱？
有200多。
200。OK， 谢谢。I said to her, I said, if you had rooms, how much? She said, Liangbai. So that's 200. She said Liangbai something. I didn't catch the last word, but it looks like a by the hour hotel, if you know what I mean. I don't expect to find it in this type of area, but I just was looking for maybe somebody who can make like a custom wood box for me and put a carving in it. I saw these boxes up in Suzhou that were very cool, and I thought she might be able to use it as a jewelry box or something like that. And there's a saying in Chinese that healthy and rich are two of them. I don't remember the third one, but basically it's wishing you know, that person, you know, a good life in every way, you know, as far as happiness, healthiness, and money. The Chinese always put money into the equation. You know, they're practical people. They realize that everything translates to dollars and cents. You could say, what about love? But to them, it's a business transaction, even when it's not.